I'm gonna prove to you today that my goldfish actually consumes Elodea Densa plant just within a few days, right guys? So I'm gonna be placing some Elodea Densa plant and take out the snails in my goldfish pond. Alright, and I am gonna let this plant sit within the pond for a few days, and each day I check. And you saw them look fluffy and nice, guys. Alright, look, they are all going into my goldfish pond, right? The guppies can hide amongst the leaves. Okay, so look what will happen in the next couple of days or hours as the goldfish and koi and the guppies on the top actually rest within the space. Okay, so this is 2 days after I had placed the Elodea Densa plant in the water, right? I'm trying to find it. Let me see. Okay, guys, remember I had placed the Elodea Densa plant in the water, right, to see whether or not the goldfish will actually consume it. This is what I get back, guys, after 2 days. Right, goldfish and the koi. Yes, guys, the goldfish and the koi I've actually consumed. Well, probably if I leave it there for probably about another 2 days or so, I might see only the stem alone left. So this just goes to say that Elodea Densa inside these whatever type it is, if it is placed within goldfish space, they will actually consume it. Right? Yeah, man, they will consume it. So it makes no sense I place plants within my goldfish pond. Goldfish pond is doing okay. I have roughly about 2.5 dozen to 3 dozen goldfish. Some of them are large, some of them are small. You saw me in my last goldfish series, in which I shared with you the goldfish as they were actually, being, I call it now, they've been harvested, eggs laid, and everything, right? I sold the large ones, I kept the small ones, and they are going out different sizes because they were in different spaces and were treated differently. Now they are all one space and they are all treated the same way, and I'm seeing where there's a lot of growth, right, within this large tub being grown out for sale. This is a sales thing, guys, not a beautification where you have lovely ponds with all that. One of these days I'm gonna traverse the space in which I've actually sold the goldfish to. I think I did a video on that, right? But I'm gonna do that, a fresh one, and you'll see one of the spaces in which I've actually sold the goldfish to. It's in a lovely pond, but this is business, not for pleasure. But coming back to this, yeah, this plant offers not only a belly food for the goldfish, but also some amount of nutrients, as it is rich in some minerals that would be found in some of the fish feed that you actually feed them, right? I'm gonna feed them now. Whilst they still eat whilst they do eat the Elodea Densa plant, guys, right? I still feed them the Aquamax. I think it's 500. They are coming up. So probably within the next year or so, yeah, about 2025 summer, you'll see me breeding goldfish again. And the ones that I do breed, I will sell those, keep the babies, and then keep the babies, grow them out, and then after about another 2 years again, I'll breed those. and so it's a cycle. Alright, and over time I will probably replenish stock by buying a few small ones and see where that goes. So right now I have some koi, about 6 koi, and about 3 dozen goldfish of all sizes, from small to large. I also have V-tail and fantail. Yeah, I won't even bother go into the dynamics and the difference between that and because you know I did that in other videos. This video is just to share with you that the fish actually consume this and they still have an appetite for normal fish food. So if you put in plants within the in your fish pond, in your goldfish pond, you can't leave the roots exposed, one, and two, the leaves must not be the size in which the fish can actually consume in its mouth, like hold it in its mouth. Has to be very large, sturdy leaves. That's it again for another episode of Fish Keep in Jamaica. Yes, the guppies are at the top, cleaning up the top. And okay, I know that this video was primarily for the goldfish, right? But I had to bring in this section within the video because it's of primary importance. Now, when this broodstock pond was originally established, right, I only had a few hornwort within the space, right? The majority of the plants that existed was actually Elodea Densa. Now, within the same space, there seems to be no Elodea Densa, only hornwort, because fish on a whole don't consume hornwort leaves. So these fish, which are my broodstock, right, broodstock tilapia, for those persons not knowing much about tilapia, you're only here for the Elodea Densa plant, you can check out my videos. I have nearly 200 videos on Elodea Densa, sorry, and tilapia, food fish, everything that you can think of regarding that. And these fish actually consumes everything, the stem, the leaf, everything of the Elodea Densa. So what is left here, guys, is just the hornwort. Right? No, I just fed them, and they have not completed consuming all the feed, but there are several mosquito larvae within the space, because amongst the hornwort, and this is why I have to be moving them around sometimes, that the plant, because what happens is that in the pockets where the fish doesn't really venture, mosquito lay the eggs, and I don't want these pests to become, you know, home, this place to become home to the pests. And so I try my very best to move them around, and yeah, and that's it. Thank you for stopping by, guys. I know this video is like extended. Peace out, catch you next time, bye bye.